In the year 1991, George W. Bush said to other and others of his tribe in these words, "If we ever get caught, we will have to go to prison." Or he said, "If we ever get caught, we will have to go to jail." And people know it's forever because he is finally caught. Kamari Pruitt witnessed Aaron Rodriguez at 1700 Studio in Hayward in the year 2007. Kamari Pruitt went through virtual programming, sex programming, to be a prostitute, escort, stripper for Filthy Rich Philip Beasley of Oakland, California, and Las Vegas. I was a witness. They went to the studio to drug me with ecstasy, and this was premeditated the night before, and I witnessed Kamari Pruitt being sex programmed virtually in the room of the studio, and it is so dangerous that the women forget how to speak, because before you speak, you actually have to think, and then the thinking, women just forget how to speak with his sex programming and programming of the human brain. He's finally caught. He's caught. And the Queen of England, she knows about this, and the King knows about this. In life and inside connections, children and kids start learning from their parents at a young age, and as they get older, they learn about sex. They're taught. And I was a young child to kid to adolescent who went to St. Raymond, and parents were teaching their children about sex and inside connections. And I have this story about what people did to install rapid eye movement to view video within my brain's video card, to view the messages in video that young girls were always leaving me because I was so attractive as a young boy, and my grandpa was in charge of my inside connections, and the young girls' mothers were in charge of their inside connections. And this is a long story that deals with the CIA and the White House, and they're finally beat and they're caught. $1 million CIA suit on this one. When people have a heart attack, they forget how to breathe, and they freeze. But wait, there's more that the CIA is in trouble for. We can still hear them in Eternal Affairs. When people have a heart attack, they freeze, and in their heads, they forget how to breathe. But wait, there's more. If they die, they're still heard in Eternal Affairs, in which the CIA is in trouble for never exposing, because that is where the schizophrenic are and where we have our conversations. Nathaniel said in about 1990 or 1991, "John, I'm going to kill you, and you'll go to the other side of life where it is eternal." I know all about this. I beat the CIA. That's why I'm here in federal court. I'm here to expose their crime and their war crime, hate crime, federal war crime, and federal hate crime as well, and racism. Papa is still alive. I saw him in my typing class at Menlo Atherton in 2001 or 2002. Also saw him in Pleasanton, California at the mall when I was walking out of Sunglass Hut. And I saw him at Stanford Shopping Center in 2015. Also saw him in 2005 an ESP wearing a black suit that's hologram that the CIA won't expose in their cot for, on top of racism. And I also saw money fall out of the sky, out of the other side of life, in 2012 on my last day of Comcast, and I was able to spend the $20 bill. So people that are dead, if you see them in ESP, Nathaniel knows that you can pull them back to life. And we believe that teleportation is real. Nathaniel in Eternal Affairs and ESP is so upset at the White House and the CIA and presidents because they don't do what he says. It is said in a YouTube video that I was watching on the Federal Reserve Bank that they destroy $60 million a day. Nathaniel is so upset at the United States of America presidents and White House and the CIA and ESP and Eternal Affairs because they don't do what he says, and he controls the Federal Reserve Bank. He owns it. And they don't listen to him when he says to give the people money. They've never done it. They only give their own people money. Their own people, meaning their own Caucasian family members. And they're caught of federal hate crime and federal war crime, as well as federal racism in ESP and in life. Nathaniel has all their names, and so do I. I'm the MK Ultra victim of 1990, 1991, 1992, and 1993 that Bill Clinton apologized for, and I never got paid for everything that they've done to me in my life. And I'm finally here to expose them and tell on them and get paid. I'm actually the hero in real life. Do you believe in miracles? This is one of them. Along with Nathaniel making money fall from the sky, a $20 bill in 2012 in Livermore, California in my life. I was able to spend it in a Starbucks. God blessed me with $999,999,999,999. I found on Living Waters $1 trillion bills, the real legal tender, that have value. They're the secret money of the United States of America. Nathaniel in around 1995, 1998, 1999 or 2000 was in Menlo Park. Round Table Pizza for me with a napkin on the pizza, and he told me a lot of information. His family owns the Federal Reserve banks here in the United States of America. And now it's time for him to step in and tell you that all of this information is true, that I found out on my own and he helped me with. And he'll tell you the way that he helped me. That day at Round Table Pizza, Nathaniel told me that he had a Maserati Cambia Corsa coupe. And he said that I would have one. And he said that it's a bitchin' ride. And now that I'm older, I actually found out about them. And I'm glad that I got reconnected with them, and it's a miracle. The big TV over my head